sir. Yeah, sir. Should I turn on my video?
Yes, you can. Sure.
Okay, one minute, sir. Actually, you can't share. You can share your video when you are doing screen sharing. It seems.
No problem. You can just go ahead with the presentation.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, okay. Actually, I showed this thing also for the person who was taking my interview, sir. So that's why it's open like this. Okay, sir. Should I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Sev, and I'm gonna present Get to Aha project, which describe marketing and the positioning strategy of the company. Okay. List of this, the list of the contents which I'm going to express on this platform is like introduction about the project and the problem definition and the database design which I have done in this project and the queries with the solutions. So first coming to the introduction, Andy Cunningham is an American strategic marketing and communication entrepreneur. She helped in the launch of the Apple Macintosh, and she is the founder and the president of the Cunningham Collective, which is the Get to Aha book. This Get to Aha book is written by Andy and the Posmo is also completely based on the Get to Aha books. And the Get to Aha present a clear step-by-step framework that will help you to determine your company precise position in the marketing and the landscape, sir. And this Posmo brings a great success to the company by categorizing the company into having one of the three corporate DNA such as mother, mechanic, and the machinery. And it core help the company to answer two questions: that who are you and why do you matter. This scenario will help in the marketing and the growth of the company. Now this is the database design which we have worked on. That in this we have 27 tables, sir. In this 27 tables there are 7 master tables in that, such as this country category, status and designation, state, country. These things are, we are considering them as a master tables because they are common for everyone, so that's why we are taking as a master table for that. And this, out of this 27 tables, there are 3 main tables in this. There are client table, engagement table, and the message architecture. This client table is there now, sir. In this client table we will be having the client details such as client id, client name, client whole location and all. This client table is linked to the stakeholder internal and external. The stakeholder internal is nothing but the stakeholders which are present inside the organization. Stakeholder external means the stakeholders, the members who are present outside the organization. This client will gather the stakeholder internal and external who are eligible for them. He will conduct an engagement. Through the engagement he will conduct an event. The engagement can be out of 2 to 3 types. There can be engagement like positioning, branding, or positioning or branding. There can be out of 3 types. The event which he conducts, the event can be out of 2 types, like interviewing and the workshop. Based on this events that he have conducted through the engagement which he have done, we will be getting to know about the message. Total final output will be our message architecture. This message architecture consists of vision, mission, position, and the DNA. The DNA, as I have mentioned before, that DNA can be mother, mission, visionary, like that. It can be out of 3 types. But this is the final output of our database design will be the message architecture. This is the main scenario of the project, sir. Okay. Now coming to the next problem statement which we have learned during this training period. Firstly, we have learned the basic SQL queries, how to select the tables, how to join the tables, how to do the engagement, all the things. Then first after that we have learned about the joins. Joins is nothing but it is used to combine 2 or more tables. The joins are out of 4 types, like inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full join. Inner join, it returns nothing but it returns matching values on the record, matching records. Left outer join, nothing but it will return record with it will return record from the left table and match record from the right table. And right outer join is nothing but it will return all the record from the right table and match record from the left table. Full join is nothing but it will return all the records when there is an either match in left or right table. Now next is what? Procedure is nothing but it is It contains one or more SQL statement that perform a specific task. So the a procedure is done like that. We have done about the procedure. And next is the function. Function is also the same as like procedure. It is also a group of SQL statements that perform a specific task. But what is the main thing that differs from procedure to function is that procedure may or may not return a value, but the function have to 100% it will return a value. Now next, cursor. Cursor is nothing but it is a temporary work area created in a system where SQL code is been executed. Yeah, cursors can be out of three types. There can be implicit cursor, explicit cursor, or what do you call parametric cursor. Parametric cursor. Implicit cursor are the defined existing cursors, and explicit cursor are user-defined cursor, and the parametric cursor is nothing but implicit cursor with a parameter. That's it. Now, next is what trigger. Trigger is nothing but it is a procedural code that automatically executed in the response to the certain events. The trigger can be DML, DDL, law like that. Sir. Now, trigger. Next, view. View is nothing but view is like a virtual table that contains data from one or more tables. Sir. Now, next, exception. Exception is a nothing but exception handling is nothing but handling the exception which have occurred. Exception is nothing but is a event that occurred during the exception during the execution of the program and disrupt the normal flow of the execution of the program. So now next is the database design, which I have shown you this, which we have done the total thing totally. We have connected the many to many relations, one to many relation based on the primary key, foreign key. We have connected all the tables such as like from stakeholders to client. One client can have many stakeholders, like one to many relationships, and all we have done like that. As you can see, we have mentioned all the primary keys and foreign keys of each and every table. Like client ID is primary key is nothing but it will uniquely identify the table. Like primary client ID, client ID is nothing but it is a primary key for the client table, and the foreign key is nothing but country and state. It's taken first. It will give the connection between relation between another table. This is the for this client table. Country is the country ID, and state ID is the foreign key for that. And for this is the total database design. So next, after that we have done the queries with the solutions. All this we have given the task to solve the 18 questions, 18 questions which we have done through the database design. And also we have the database table and all the inserting values. Based on that we have solved these problems. So in this first problem we have to see the Cormac have to see the team details. So nothing but we have to see the team details means we have to select the star from team member master. We have the master table. We can take from team member master. Is there no in this team member master in from this table? Yeah, we can take the all the team member details from that. Next solution is nothing but we need to call and store procedure to insert value in that. Insert value in that. First we have to syntax for the store procedure is nothing but create or replace non-additionable procedure name, inserting into the client name. Then in parameters and out parameters, but we in parameters and out parameters will be there in the store procedure, but we need to insert the values, so there will be only in values. So that CID, client ID, client name, category, URL address, country, state, zip code, all are the in parameters. There all are the variable character, var2, and zip code is the thing, but it is a number. So we have assigned all the in parameters and out parameters in parameters to this, and we have begun this. And then we have to specify the condition that insert into values that we have to insert this. Then we have dbms output that to print the statement that we have inserted the value, and end of this client. This is the total stored procedure. Like this same we have created a function like nothing but first we have the created the function, the create or replace the function name. Then we have get which are the out parameters, which are the in parameters in that, where like eid, eout, ename, and we have given, and we have begin in the begin this what you call function. Then we have taken for what based on the question like function, we have to retrieve the upcoming event from the stakeholder. So we have to we have to select the event id, engagement name, and the event type, and into this. So as based on this, then we have to print the output what we will be needing. Based on this, after that we have also done the cursor. I have also done the cursor. So cursor is nothing, we have to set the server output on, then after only we will be getting the starting of the cursor. First we have to declare the cursor, then the cursor name, cursor name, and then it is selected. Starting date, like we have to select interview from this month. So for this we need a start date and end date. So for that we have the selecting the interview ID from start date and end date. Then we are beginning the cursor. Then we are opening the cursor C1. Then we have selected a loop where fetch C1 into IID. Based on the IID, we will be getting the interviews. No, sir. That's why we are after that fetching that IID. Then we will get exiting the exit when the percentage CI is not found. It will exit, and after that it will print the what you call statement like line IID. Then it is the end of the loop which we have started. Then it is closed. Based on all of this, we have created all the trigger cursor. We have started. Now, one thing trigger also I will explain. It's nothing but creator. First, we have assigned to creator number of master after Postmo team member get to is added into the table. First, if anything is added, then we have to assign a trigger. Trigger is nothing but, as I said, it will be assigned if before an event. It is occur between before an event or after an event. So after create or replace non-additionable trigger T1, and after that we have to be after when the after Postmo members are added. No, then after that's why after insert or team member master begin, then we will declare our trigger as DMMS output dot. Then we will be printing this trigger run invoke. That's it. This is the total trigger. All the based on this, all this we have take all the problems. As you can see, sixth we have done the count of client ID from the client name, and we have store procedure as of same the store procedure and trigger, and as well as same the companies which have created. We have view, as I said, is nothing but is like a virtual table that contains from data from one or more tables. So v has one table, two table, three table. Based on this three table, we are getting the view. So view create view1 as select we want based on our client companies, all the engagement we have. So ID company logo from client, then we are creating to view 2 to stakeholders, and creating view 3 for the count of that. Based on this, we will getting the our total exact view. And also we have done the explicit cursor as I've explained before, and also the cursor, this create a cursor, this also our exception, and also this exception handling, when also distinct remainder. So for list of distinct means select just is nothing but select distinct from reminders. That's it. 15 we have done this. Deleting the row, delete from attendance, where condition will we have to specify, like where we have to deleting for that. And then also the cursor same which we have explained, same the cursor, and say the function is also function as of same the replaceable function, that same return value, just parameters which we want we can change them, we have specified it here. And the 18 question is nothing but just we have to select all the engagement where the client and name start with it. Nothing, just we have to like select client name from client where client name percentile a percentile, like where start name we have, if you want start name from A, so we are giving a percentile. If you want last name as A, then we will giving percentile A. That's it. We are done with this, sir. Sir, I'm done.
Wonderful. Yes, Saif. So you
Should
are
I
done with
explain
the
some?
presentation, right?
Yes, sir. Should I explain more about the database design, or else is that fine, sir?
It is fine. So you can give a one-liner for it.
Like what? I didn't get you, sir.
You mean attributes, right?
Yeah, like if you want, I can explain the total database design, sir.
This would be enough, Saif.
Yeah, like yeah, sir. Fine. It would take more time, so that's why I'm asking.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Is that okay for this, sir?
Yes, it is more than okay. You have
Okay, sir.
explained really well.
Okay, sir.
So we'll give you an update on it, Saif.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Saif.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye there.
Bye, bye, sir.